Hey everybody, what's up? Today is July, y'all. It is July, Monday to be exact, July 18th, 2022. So good to be back. Hey, as you're coming in here, let us know that you are indeed here. I see already from some of the rain that our stream is going pretty slow. So hopefully you are seeing us and you can come in without any trouble. Not freezing on this end. And if so, just know there's been a lot of rain in Ohio. So we may be a little slow with that. So good morning, Tracy Newman. Good morning, Deborah Johnson. Good morning, Deborah Sneed. How are you? In here today. Again, our stream is going just a little slow because of so much rain. Well, thank you, Deborah Johnson, because of so much rain. Ron Robinson, oh my gosh, you cannot stay long already busy at work. Listen, Ron, we miss you. I miss you. Stay on here as long as you can, buddy. And also come back tomorrow for the birthday celebration. I'll be turning 57. I need to see all of y'all up in here on tomorrow. And there's going to be a lot of prizes tomorrow. It's my birthday. I'm going to give y'all gifts. So make sure you tune in. I see you, Adrian. I see you, Kenny Stanley. Thank you, Tracy. Listen, Ron, we miss you. We miss you. When we have regular family members that are coming on the News in Motion, when somebody's not here, it's like, where are they? Where are they? But I realize, you can't be here every day, all day. I'm the one that said yes to God. So understand that you may not have to. But listen, you're missed. I just want you all to know. And I don't see you all. You are missed. I see you, Jeffrey Allen James. I see you, Dr. Antoinette. Good morning. Y'all, it is Monday, July 2022, and it's time for today's headlines. This is the birthday week. Yeah, I'm turning 57. This is the birthday week. I'm celebrating and I'm giving you all gifts. That's what's happening. I'm giving you all gifts. So on tomorrow's, just real quick, on tomorrow, every 5 minutes, we're going to give a gift. Every 5 minutes, we're going to give a gift. I'll say that again. Every 5 minutes on tomorrow's show, we're going to give a gift. Now, you will have to be present to receive it, which means, what do I mean by that? When you come in tomorrow, and I know there's a lot of people that normally watches without clicking in, but we're going to need you to click on a win. Once you click in, you say good morning or you make a comment or whatever. We're going to have a team of people grabbing the screenshot so that we can make sure we have all the names. Every 5 minutes, a new name is going to be drawn and you will win a gift. Now, if you come in and comment and also share it, your name goes in twice. It goes in twice throughout the I believe it's 5 or 6 drawings we'll have. Now, did News and Emotion pay for that? No, Gail Dudley did. It's my birthday. I'm the one that's wanting to give you a gift. So again, the rules, real quick. Good morning to my brother. What's up, Diane Ladybug? What's up, Kim Edmondson? What's up, Tracy Birds? Again, the rules. Tomorrow is a birthday celebration. We're going to have a little bit of news out there, anything that's breaking. But other than that, it is a birthday celebration. I will be turning 57. Yes! Can y'all believe it? I still look 40 something. I was going to say 30 something, but I think that might be pushing it. I still look 40 something, right? So I'm going to give gifts every 5 minutes tomorrow. Again, what do you need to do? You need to click in and comment. When you click in, we know you're viewing. When you're watching on the outside, we don't know you're viewing. But once you click in, we know you're viewing. So when you click in and make a comment, we will be grabbing those names. Every time, every 5 minutes, if you make an additional comment, your name goes back in the drawing. So if you share it, your name goes in twice. Yeah, y'all, we making it good. We making it good. We making it good. Let's see. He said, nope, 30 something is accurate. Well, thank you, Mike Nicholson. So that's what we're doing. We want to give back. I want to give back on tomorrow. So I'm really excited about it. It's been a great month so far. Diane Ladybug, I actually copied off of her. She was making a post every day last year. I said, I'm going to steal that. And so I've been doing it this year. I gave it a twist. I'm doing something new every day this month. And it has been rewarding. It has been rich. It has taken me out of my comfort zone on some things. I'm just really, really excited about it. Speaking of that, before we go to the intro, we might not even go to the intro today. We got new merch. We got new merch. So Isaiah's going to put an image up so that you can see the new merch. There's a pray mug, there's a vote mug, and there's a vote hoodie, like really kind of thin jacket. This is new merch. You can get this new merch by going to, there it is. Thank you, www.gaildudley.com/shop. Y'all, listen, so many people have asked this question. And I want to share this. Not that I have to, but I want to share this because I want us to start changing our mindset. I think it is so important that we do this. I've had people say to me, wow, I see your sweatshirts are $29.99 or $32, whatever. And it goes up depending upon size. When you get to the 5XLs, it's a different price. You can't pay for the same that you would for an extra small. They're not even the same. And people have asked me, and I can already hear Kim Edmondson now in my ear. People have asked me, girl, what do you do? A $30 markup? Are you kidding me? It's normally a $1 to $2 markup. Why? Because that's who I am. And I want to make sure things are affordable for people. So no, we don't do the markup. The markups are done through the distributions. The pricing is done through the distribution center. We then do a markup. They'll tell us what the wholesale price is. And then they tell you, then there's a thing of how much you want to charge for a markup. Y'all, we have not gone over $2 for a markup. Okay, we need to get out of that mindset though. Do we go into Macy's or Target or wherever and say, wow, how much markup is this? No, you pay it because you want it and you want to support the person. We have to change our mindset with this, y'all. It's ridiculous that we are still having this conversation within our community. We have to get beyond this. We have to get beyond this. And let me just tell you this, not that I have to, but because I am transparent and I'm very open with everything that I share with you all. When we even get Patreon funds once a month, even when we, yes, Kim Graves, I'm with you. Even when we get Patreon funds, y'all know where that goes? That normally goes to pay to help somebody eat. And I should be. Let's be honest here. I come on here every morning. I choose to. I started this, I launched this, and that's something that I enjoy doing. But I come on here, I research, I give you all the truth every day, Monday through Thursday. And when I report something that may not be absolutely correct, which has not really been, maybe it's probably like 1% over the past 2 years, I come back and I augment that. I share it. I say, hey, we made a mess up here. So this is what we do. We have a relationship. I should not have to explain these things. And honestly, at 2 years, now I understand it takes about 5 years to see a profit. Honestly, at this point, we should be making it so easy to do the things that we're doing because our goal is to educate people when it comes to voting. Speaking of that, I was speaking to someone who you all know, and I have to be very careful because he signed a non-disclosure agreement. But he did say I can share this here. I was speaking with somebody called me on Friday. I mean, tracking me down. Y'all know the person. Tracking me down. They said, girl, I just want you to know your name is being mentioned in some serious closed door behind the scene meetings. I said, what are you talking about? I thought he was joking me, but then he was able to prove to me that he wasn't joking me. He was being interviewed by a national organization, and I see our live stream is tripping again. By a national media platform. And I'm here in Ohio, and the person says, and I can see it. Do you see that too, Isaiah? Something's happening. Y'all, again, it's been raining here, so hopefully we're not going to lose you. But he said to me, he said, hey, listen. The person asked, you're in Ohio. Do you by chance know? Now, here was the wording that I didn't like and my friend didn't like either. That Gail Dudley, he said, what do you mean? What do you mean? Let's start with that, not the right word to use. And he said, yes, I do know Gail Dudley. He said, well, people are trying to figure out where they can pull her into their news conversation. And or what can we do to stop her because she's giving y'all too much information? Y'all, those are the conversations that are happening in closed doors. They're either trying to figure out where they can put me so I can be a part of their program, or how they can stop me. Hello, somebody, because I'm telling y'all too much. So see, y'all, you're getting a wealth of information right here to where people in high positions are trying to figure out how can we stop her. That's what you're getting here. And that actually excites me. I laughed when I was talking to the person. I said, "Are you for real?" And he said, "I'm going to give you a little snippet of the conversation." So I was like, "Oh my gosh, really? This is happening." So, y'all, this is what you're getting right here in motion. That should excite you because I know it surely excited me. So, y'all, that's the new. I'm gonna see what some of y'all are saying. Kimberly Graves. Okay, no, thank you. Kenny Stanley, a business owner, Black business owners. We can't always give you a hookup. We are in business to make a living. Yeah. Um, Mike Nicholson, it sounds so ridiculous. I don't know what y'all talking about. My sister says, stay where you are. It's best to get the right information and not the wrong. Deborah Sneed says, you can't be stopped. Wow. Listen, I don't know. I think people are trying. Yes, Kim Edmondson, really sad. I'll have to come back and read through some of these later. But yeah, y'all, that's really what's happening. I'm excited. Now I understand why sometimes you can't get on Facebook because we're now squashed down, and we're being hidden on purpose. So that's why I say set your own alarm and look for it. When I was on the other side last week, on Thursday, and Lexi and Isaiah was doing a phenomenal job. Y'all, it took me. Now, I came through our system to be able to see some things, but it took me a long time to find News in Motion. It did. And I said, this is my page. Why can't I find it? I had to go through the back door to get in to comment. Then it froze my comments. I was like, what is going on? I said, oh, games people play. I see what's happening here. Then when I heard that on Friday, it all began to make some sense. So that's what's happening, y'all. But we have to keep going. All right, y'all. So let's start here. And I'll bring Kenny in a few moments. Let's start here. Let's begin with the topic that appears on a regular news cycle more and more each day. Let me see. Mike Nicholson says, I literally click on Facebook app and you automatically popped up today for the first time. Listen. Thanks for sharing that, Mike. No, Kim Evans, I could not find my own page. That was concerning to me, but it also allowed me to see what many people are sharing with me on the opposite side. And I'm like, wow, this is what people go through. And I'm like all of you. If I can't easily find what I'm looking for, I'm moving on. And I'm thinking that's what. So we have to either set the alert, do the follow, and I've done all of those things even on my own pages, and I just have to pin the page. And I'm thinking this is crazy. And then the other part of it is I'm that much of a threat on this digital platform, with live views that are under 100 each day. Now the replays are in the thousands, and we have an estimated reach, as y'all know, several million, even more than that, from people just stopping in their scroll. But it's amazing to me. But I want to say this now, and I hope y'all hear my heart when I say these things. If somebody is bringing you truth, why wouldn't you want to listen? And why wouldn't you want to support it? If someone is bringing you truth, why wouldn't you want to listen? And why wouldn't you want to support it? Deborah, for the first time in a long time, you popped up. So see, y'all, that's what's been happening. So who knows? All right, y'all, gun violence, and fatal shootings. Even last night, breaking news at 9:17 from the New York Times, where the report, it says a man fatally shot two others in an Indiana mall. The gunman was then killed, and I don't know what's happening. And I was frozen. So something's happening. What's up, Cherie? Come on in, Isaiah. Let me hear what you're saying.
Good morning, everybody. I was just trying to tell you that the stream is acting laggy. So
It is weird. It is weird. And that's the first time I've ever experienced this here on StreamYard. This is weird. Um, Yeah, Jeffrey Allen James said you are a bad woman, Pastor. Local news had nothing on you. Thank you for that. My sister says it keeps freezing. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm going to come out. I'll come back with the gun news in a moment. Isaiah, go ahead and bring Kenny in and we'll talk sports and I'll see if it's something on my end. Yeah, we apologize, but hey, it's technical difficulties. These happen. So I'm going out. Go ahead, Isaiah and Kenny, and I'll check on my end and I'll come back with the gun violence.
All right. Hey, good morning. What's up, Zay?
What's up, Mr. Kenny?
Not much. It's sports time.
Yes,
It's
sir.
sports
Time for
time.
game over.
Yeah. News and Motion family, good morning. How y'all doing today? I pray that everybody had a great weekend. It's been a slow couple of weeks in sports, but I'm digging as much as I can. So here's what we got today in NFL news. The Houston Texans, they settled out of court with 30 women who made claims or were prepared to make the claims in court against them. They believe that the Texans were complicit and enabled Deshaun Watson to do what he did. The Houston Texans claim they knew nothing about what Deshaun Watson was doing until March of 2021. As for me, I find that hard to believe because it was the Houston Texans' own security team who was supplying the non-disclosure statements on the Houston Texans. Okay, Mike, on the Houston Texans own letterhead, uh, the non-disclosure statements on Houston Texans own letterhead, and they're trying to say they didn't know anything until March of 2021. Stop it. If Deshaun Watson did what he did, y'all were in on it. Matter of fact, y'all supplied the hotel rooms waiting to get the massages. Stop talking about you didn't know what was going on. Y'all tripping. Anyway, in the NBA, the Summer League, hey, there were some good games this year. But the Portland Trailblazers won the Summer League championship yesterday by beating the New York Knicks 85-77. I find it funny that the Knicks' rookies and second-year players can daggone get to a championship in the NBA Summer League, but they're not getting a chance in the regular league. This is crazy. It's crazy to me. The Knicks seem like they can't beat themselves out of a paper bag. But in the Summer League, they ball out. Congratulations to Portland. This is their second championship in three trips to the Summer League championship, and they was led by Brandon Williams, who scored 22 points. Brandon is a first-round draft pick out of Arizona. In golf news, Roy McIlroy started the day with a two-shot lead. It didn't last long because as they made the turn in the final round yesterday, Cameron Smith made 5 birdies in a row and took the lead and ended up winning by 2 strokes over Roy McIlroy and 1 stroke over the guy he was playing with. That's sports. I'm going to kick it back to Isaiah and Gail for news. Game over.
Appreciate that, Mr. Kenny, and all
No
you do in
problem.
terms of sports.
All right.
All right,
Man,
y'all, I'm back trying this again. Thank you, Kenny.
No
Thank
problem.
you,
No problem.
Isaiah. I don't know what's happening, but y'all just pray and we'll keep going and see how it turns out. And I saw where Diane Ladybug mentioned that a employee's grandson was shot. I need to find that again so I could read that. She says, please pray for my staff. Her grandson was shot and his best friend was killed. So that's why I really want to talk about this today, and hopefully I can get through it without freezing again. We'll see what happens. And again, our apologies for the technical difficulties. Maybe we should pray for live studio. How about that? Hey, then we need some investors to get that done. And I see it's starting to do it again. So I don't know what's happening. So we'll see. Isaiah, come on in. Maybe you can come in with me and it'll keep it on here. I don't know. But anyway, a man fatally shot 3 people and injured 2 others in an Indiana mall. The gunman was then killed by an armed individual, an official said. 3 people were killed at the mall in Greenwood, Indiana, in a mass shooting. With that, we want to talk about Latrice Jones shared with me July 5th in Dayton, Ohio. According to a Montgomery County Regional Dispatch, a female victim was taken to Miami Valley Hospital by a personal vehicle. This happened at O'Reilly's Auto Parts in Dayton, and they got into a fight, and the woman came from behind the back and shot the person. Some of the headlines that we have been seeing, or I've been seeing, has been things like Chicago violence, at least 2 killed, 8 injured in weekend shootings thus far. That was NBC Chicago. Ohio woman caught in crossfire, killed in shooting. That was WDTN.com. Mass shootings across U.S. leave dozens killed or wounded. That was NPR. And the headlines continue. We have an image. Hopefully we can get this image up here. And I just want y'all to see some of this. These are just since July the 14th. Pennsylvania, Illinois, Pennsylvania again, Louisiana, South Carolina, District of Columbia, Ohio, Texas, New York, Indiana, Michigan, Georgia, Michigan again, Indiana again, New Jersey again. These are all, you will see there how many were killed and then how many were injured. Y'all, this is happening. This is happening, and we need to start asking ourselves, what can we do about it, and what we need to do, and how does this turn in when we are dealing with our voting? And those are all great questions. You can even go back to Uvalde. CNN is reporting, thank you, Isaiah, based upon a preliminary 77-page report by Texas House Investigative Committee, you will see that there were nearly 400 officers, 376 to be exact, who were responding to the scene at Uvalde at Robb Elementary School. And they were waiting for over an hour to be told they can go in. Now, I'm still trying to follow this one particular report. There was a police officer whose wife died. The teacher died. I'm trying to make sure that's the right connection. I've seen that several times, but I'm trying to dig into that. Somebody else on the screen may already know. So there's a lot that's going on with this. Even when it comes to everytown.org, it says every month more than 70 women are shot to death by an intimate partner in the U.S. Also, 4.6 million children in America live in homes with at least one loaded and unsecured gun. And then they go on to talk about every year, nearly 350 children under the age of 18 unintentionally shoot themselves or someone else, most often another child or teen under 18. Everytown reported that a 3-year-old boy in Milwaukee unintentionally shot and killed himself. The next day, another 3-year-old boy in Milwaukee was unintentionally shot and critically wounded. They talked about days before those 2 3-year-olds, there was a 4-year-old in Missouri and a 5-year-old in Texas were both unintentionally shot and killed while playing with other children. Y'all, there's so much around this gun violence. People, if there's a disagreement, they're just going to shoot. Also in Ohio, there were 2 people, actually in the area I live, there were 2 people. They were one blew the horn at the other at a stoplight. They got out the car and beat up the people in the front car who blew the horn. I don't know what's happening. And this anger is coming from somewhere. So we need to, okay, what do we need to do about this gun violence, number one? And number two, how will our vote make a difference? How will our vote make a difference? Yes, Kim Edmondson, holding our lawmakers accountable. Y'all, just because some legislation passed in, 3 decades, does not mean that the story's over. We still have work to do on our end. I was able to go to Sandy Hook Promise to pull up some information that I want to share with us today. And that is that we should become gun violence prevention advocates. And we do that by exploring what gun safety issues are most important to you. And again, this is coming from Sandy Hook Promise website. And you got to ask yourself, well, where do I live? What's my community? And what are the rules? And who are my representatives so I can have this conversation with, either through a written editorial or by attending a town hall meeting. The other thing is write letters to the editor of your local news outlet. Y'all, letters to editors are still real. They're still something that we should be dealing with and talking about. Also, learn about the school policies, wherever your children are, or whatever schools that are in your area, even if your children are grown or maybe you don't have any children, still find out the policies there. Also, look at how do you bring programs to your communities to talk about these things. Um, and then do, I thought this was a great idea they had. Hold a friends and family letter writing workshop and submit those letters to your representatives. I actually like that, Deb. We need to connect to do that. Partner with other community groups, volunteer as people, as advocates, host a town hall to discuss it, and then communicate with the young people. Y'all, these are just a few things, but these turn into our vote. These turn into our vote. Okay, y'all. I cannot stress that enough. Latrice Jones said there was never therapeutic follow-up to the pandemic and the effects of COVID shaming. I absolutely agree with that. There's a tie-in with a lot of anger right now in the pandemic. There's a breakdown. People are angry. People are furious, and we need to figure out how we make some of these connections. But I wanted to share this today because I sat yesterday going through news articles and all the press releases. Y'all, and I want to make sure I have this number correct. Out of 591 press releases just on Saturday, 83% of those were dealing with either guns, gun violence, or fatal gunshots. Y'all, that's crazy. That's just one report. Isaiah, what are you thinking about that when you hear that?
I'm just speechless for real.
Yeah.
I was just sitting here in shock when you were telling the ages of kids of I want you to understand these are kids,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 years old,
Yeah.
who somehow have access to one heavy machinery, because a gun is technically a piece of heavy machinery, and it's also a lethal weapon. So my question is, how do they get access to this?
Yes.
Why isn't the safety on? Who's responsible for making sure that it stays out of reach? We see so many commercials, or I used to see so many commercials of things like laundry detergent and Tide Pods being kept out of reach of kids. But where's the same energy for guns? Where was the same energy when you were talking about keeping medicine and Tide Pods out of reach for kids, but you don't keep guns out of reach from them? These are kids who haven't even experienced life yet. Who they shouldn't be holding a gun. They should be holding a stuffed animal or an iPad watching Barney or Coco Melon or something like that. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
it just doesn't.
When I was when I was reading through those press releases, and it was one after another, I was like, man, I just got to take a break. Because in Ohio, yeah, in central Ohio where I live, it was raining like every hour. Like it was nonstop rain for at one point span of time. It was like about 3.5, 4 hours. And I'm reading these. I'm like, this is messing with my head. I gotta step back from this because it's too much. When I was seeing 3-year-old, 4-year-old, all of these different people um killed, either being killed or shooting someone else and fatally killing them. And then when the Indiana piece came in, the Indiana mall, and then even with that, it took a person who was armed, a citizen, who actually shot and killed the original shooter. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I see our live stream is still tripping. We're gonna pray that we can celebrate tomorrow for the birthday and we don't have this issue. But there's a lot that's going on. And y'all, the reason I share the news that I share here is because it always ties into our lawmakers and how we're going to hold them accountable. Y'all, I know you're tired of hearing people say, vote your voice. All right, let's find a new phrase, okay? Regardless, we have to vote. We need to do our digging to find out why they're voting the way they're voting. What's the pork? Y'all have heard me talk about the pork in bills. What's the pork? Who are they making sure they're still taken care of financially? And why does that matter? I was reading some articles, not necessarily, they were opinion pieces when it comes to the NRA. And someone has really a great idea. All we have to do is buy them out and then shut them down. It's going to take those of us who are willing to take a stand. And I thought about that. I said, yeah, if we would really come together and buy them out and then shut it down, that's an answer. That's an answer. And I know some people say, we don't have the money to do that. Look, y'all, I'll say it again. Former President Obama taught us all it takes $1 a person, however many times. Yes, he had big donors too, but it was the small amount of money. And I know this because I went through a training with his campaign finance person for 9 months. It was the small money that took him over, that allowed him to do what he needed to do. So again, y'all, that's a mindset change of where we are. We got to change that mindset. In other news, real quick, and I see some of you say, Patricia Lau says also, Governor DeWine, where is his heart at? Where's his heart now? It has gotten worse since he signed the bill. It's like every day somebody's shooting. It's almost as if, oh, we got license to shoot, so let's just carry a gun and shoot. You know, you can't even really disagree with anybody. When I was at the grocery store and I was like, okay, this rang up wrong. At Kroger, and I asked the young lady, I said, this should be this price. She says, well, do you want it or not? And I'm thinking, I ain't about, I don't know what you have. And I said, well, it really, this is the price and this is what happened. Well, what did you do? I said, I must have hit wrong. I don't know, but are we going to fix it? Because we talking $3 difference here. So what do? You can't even go against anybody. I see you laughing, Isaiah. What do you got to say to that?
I'm just laughing at the fact that, you know, it's a $3 change, and you know that would kind of be me in the same situation. Like, you know, it said this price, but you know, I put in my alternate ID, so I should get like something off. I should be getting something off now. You know, it should be $1.50 off. You know, that can make a difference. It really can. But you know, you talking to, hey, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm drama free. You know, hey, I thought throwing an extra $3. It's really no biggie. It's no biggie at all. It's no trouble.
I don't want to give you $3 extra if I don't have to, but I'm not going to argue with you.
and that's another thing. Ever since this let's open carry law got passed, you know, I don't get into arguments anyway. You know, I'm drama free, all that. But especially, you know, now that I'm driving, you know, some people don't know how to drive for real. You know, some people don't know that, you know, you got to signal whenever you merge into a lane and stuff like that, because someone almost hit my car and because they didn't signal. So, you know, I was blowing on her. I was like, yo, what you doing? And then I remember, like, oh, he probably got a firearm. I'm going to just let that slide. I'm going to let him be, you know. But, you know, just be mindful of that stuff. And it's with everything that's happening right now, it kind of reminds me of a scene from the movie Friday where Craig was about to fight Devo, and then he got a gun, but his dad told him, you know, you got to be a man, you know, put the gun down, you know, and use these, because that's what they used back in the day. And, you know, it's crazy that people would rather shoot and possibly take somebody's life. There's a 90% chance that you take somebody's life once you shoot them, instead of using their fist, you know, duking it out. I just sounded real old right saying that right there. And you know, just going about your day.
Well, that goes back to the piece that your mom sent me about O'Reilly's Idle part in Dayton. It's like, now the woman from behind the counter shot. Now the person did not die. The person got her own personal car to the hospital or whatever. But it's like, why were y'all fighting in the first place? Did she ask for a product? Did you have it and she got upset because she needed a Ford car? It's like, if we would just all breathe a moment and say, why is this happening? And why do we have to resort to gun violence? Dr. Oliver, she says, what about talking? What about having a conversation? Why do we have to, using your words, duke it out or use a firearm? I just think that's crazy. I think that's great. Now, you know, Isaiah, I got to go to Twitter real quick. I just want, at this point, I not only want to meet, uh, uh, gosh, what's my rich guy's name I want to meet? I can't, Warren Buffett. I want to meet him. I just want 5 minutes with him. I'm about ready to meet Elon Musk. I just want to help me understand your head. Because now he has asked a Delaware court to delay a trial to decide whether he must proceed with the acquisition of Twitter. This is according to the court filings on Friday. Now, this request came after he got sued. So, people are saying he's still trying to get out. His attorneys are saying he can still get out. All he has to pay is $1 billion. Can you imagine that, Isaiah? All I got to pay is $1 billion. Like, really? If I just had $1 billion, if I just had $1 million, we'd be all right. But so that's what's happening with him. So there's that. So I want to look at him. Yeah, Deborah, the adversary is busy. But then, Isaiah, get this. Chicken pox cases are on the rise. I think I gave you an image of that. Y'all, CDC reports that the number of confirmed monkeypox cases, now all the blues y'all see on this map, all the blues is where there are some monkeypox cases. Yeah, just want y'all to know. Y'all, here in the U.S. is more than 1,800 with instances of the viral infection having reported in 43 of Colombia. Officials say vaccine demand has outpaced supply. I don't want a vaccine for that. The federal government has ordered 7 million doses, though the majority will not become available until the end of the year. So thank you for that, Isaiah. But y'all, that's what's happening right now with monkeypox. I don't want a vaccine for that. And then y'all, before the January 6th committee, y'all, the House January 6th committee has subpoenaed the Secret Service, and I'm out again. I see that I'm out again. Again, y'all, we're sorry for these technical difficulties today. We have no idea what's happening. But the Secret Service, the January 6th committee has subpoenaed the Secret Service over deleted texts from the day. Now, what's amazing for me, and as a journalist, no one is asking this question, and I want them to. So if there are any journalists listening to me, you don't even have to give me credit. I just want the answer for it. Why are only January the 5th and 6th text messages? Why are you still got the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and the 7th, 8th, and 9th? What happened to those? That just sounds fishy, and no one is raising that question. Latrice says, I can't still see and hear you. Is she saying she can do one or the other? She can't do either. So I don't know. So yeah. So deleted text messages. So if there's any journalists out there, ask that question. Y'all, let's all pray that tomorrow will not have these technical difficulties. I'm gonna try to give you the inspirational message, and then I'm out of here. Now is not the time to quit. Now is not the time to quit. That's the inspirational message for today. Just real quick. Take moment vacations if you need to. Be still if you need to. But just remember, now is not the time to quit. Now is not the time to do that at all. We can encourage you. You can take moment breaks, but now is not the time to quit. All right, y'all, for tomorrow, it's a birthday celebration. So we got to pray that all this right here gets fixed. And in doing so, with all of this right here getting fixed, we're going to have a lot of prizes tomorrow. It's my birthday, my money. Going to bless people every 5 minutes tomorrow. And for those of you, we understand you want to participate as well. So we have a set aside loot of gifts for you. All you have to do is email us, and we will draw names from those who email us on the audio side, and we will then announce those on Wednesday morning for those of you who won there. Now on tomorrow, those of you who are on live stream, who are actually viewing, you have to click in and comment to let us know you're here. There's a team of people, 5 people, who will be bringing your names into a drawing, and every 5 minutes there's a drawing. Now, if you share the page, your name goes in twice. All right. If you keep commenting throughout this segment, your name, every time they see your name goes back in the drawing. There's some serious prizes. I'm being generous tomorrow. So hopefully you'll join us and let's pray now. Kim Evans has said, let's get ready to turn up. Yes, let's get ready to turn up. Let's get ready to turn up. Now, listen. I want to have fun tomorrow. I don't want to be dealing with live stream. So let's pray for great weather, that all lines are dry, if that's the problem with the live stream. But let's also pray that even if it's a massive storm, that this stream is going to be perfect, in perfect condition. I believe in 2 years, this is the first time we've ever experienced any of this. And all of you who have been tuning in for 2 years, put in the chat if that is in case that is the fact. I don't believe we've ever had this problem. So it's really interesting that it's happening today. You will not only see me tomorrow, you'll see Isaiah and Lexi tomorrow. Look at Isaiah, he's like, yay! You'll also see Kenny Stanley tomorrow. You'll also see Deborah Johnson tomorrow, and you may see a few more people tomorrow. But we're going to have fun. We're still going to bring you the news. Okay. Again, our apologies for the difficulties of the live stream today. If I have to redo or do a special recording of the information for the gun violence piece, I will. But y'all, that's something else we need to pray for. If Isaiah can put back up the new merch is here, and this is where you can get it. There's the new merch, y'all. It's the new merch, and you can get it by going to www.gaildudley.com/shop. So that is the new merch. And then when you go to that link, you'll see all types of additional merch on there as well. So that's the link there for the new merch. So yeah, let's get ready to turn up. And again, what we do with those funds, not that I need to explain this. What we do with those funds, we help feed people. That's what we do. The markups are no more than $2 per markup. Thank you, Isaiah. So with that, y'all, again, we've had challenges today, but it's all good. We just kept pushing. We just kept pushing through. And as I said earlier, and somebody concurred with me, it may be time for a studio, where we don't have these issues. So we'll see. Maybe that's going to be a birthday gift. Hello, somebody. All right, y'all. Until tomorrow, y'all, do what you do. Stay well. Stay well. Y'all, BA.5 Omicron variant of COVID is out here, and it's taking names and kicking butt, or how you say, kicking butt and taking names, however that is. It's happening. Look at Isaiah. What did I say about that, Isaiah?
Man, I'm not trying to stay in the house all summer. I have plans. I got things. I got people to see, places to be.
Yeah, we're done. We're done with all of it. We're done with all of it. All right, y'all. We're out of here. Until tomorrow, y'all do what y'all do. Stay safe and make some bold moves.